let's say you've got this reputation, you're a higher belt, you're really good, people recognize it, and then you get like, some young stud purple belt, he'll come in and like he's eating your lunch, right? If you see your gym hero start like taking L's from whoever, but significantly lower in belt rank, does that change your perception of that guy?
All right, you guys, we are back. Welcome once again to another episode of Open Mat Chronicles. 1865 Rod here. We're coming at you again every week. As always, we got Schaefer in the house. What's up, Schaefer?
What's going on, everybody? Schaefer's in the house. Welcome to another episode of Open Mat Chronicles. Yeah, having a good time today. I just got back from an open mat. I was doing pretty good,
Did we just have an episode about open mats?
We did, but
now
it's like
kind of like
I think I'm going to come back almost every.
You seem to like it.
We shoot on the same day I go to this open mat now, so I'm probably going to show up like, oh my God, it was a hell of an open mat.
Hey man, look at it. You do you? You seem to like it.
I do. I always liked it.
Yeah, that's cool.
They're cool, dude. I remember I used to run open mats over at Hassett's and all. Like, we just had a good time, man. We had the radio bumping. That was back when I was drinking.
I'd have to trade a day though.
Yeah, that's
what I mean.
That's gonna be rough for you. That's gonna be rough for you.
I'd have to carve a day out.
It's only 7 days in a week.
Yeah,
man.
And then I got to do my deadlifts on Sunday. I can't.
The time is not right.
The time is not right.
If it was a Saturday, it would be different, right?
You know what's funny? Like, if you're a younger person, you're like, just do it. What are you talking about? When you get a little older, it's like, it's different, man.
You gotta pick and
days.
choose.
You can only do so much.
Absolutely. Check it, man. So I know we were like batting some ideas around, and there's one that I had come up with, and I wanted to talk about it, right? I wanted to talk about people's gym reputation, right? Stay enough time at a gym, and you're going to get to know people. They're going to get to know you, and you're going to build a rep, right? It's like high school. He's like, oh, he was with the nerds. He was with the jocks. He was with the stoners or whoever, right?
Yeah.
You're going to get this reputation, and a lot of your reputation will be tied to your belt level, right? And they'll go, oh, yeah, you know what? Oh, this guy, he's in that group of black belts, and he's like this or like that. And, oh, yeah, these jokers over here are the purple belts, they're blah, blah, blah. What I'm trying to figure out, and this is for you guys, and this is for you, Rod, too, is like, let's say you've got this reputation, you're a higher belt, you're really good, people recognize it, and then you get like, some young stud purple belt, he'll come in and like he's eating your lunch, right? If you see your gym hero start like taking L's from whoever, but significantly lower in belt rank, does that change your perception of that guy? Like, if your instructor starts getting caught left and right by one of your peers, do you look at your instructor differently? So that's the first question, right?
Well, okay, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Because I mean, I'll transition to the other ones, but let's start there. Let's start there. Like, let's go hypothetical, right? Because I never experienced that. I never had my instructor. Hassett never was getting beat up by our peers. The shit just didn't happen, right? And it's the same with Gus. Like, your instructor wasn't getting caught by your peers, right? So let's go into this magical land. It's like, right? So this is happening, right?
Okay, so in this scenario, there's a lower belt that's like catching Gus or something like that.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I wouldn't look at Gus any differently. I'd be like, that guy's good. That's how I would look at it.
Okay.
It would have zero reflection on Gus. I would be like, they're training, number one. That wouldn't happen, though. Well, let's just say it did. In this magic land, we need some vibe, and then those, little harp music.
Right.
Those harps to take you to a little dream world. Yeah, there you go.
Or, I don't know if you remember, you probably didn't watch it, Wayne's World and Saturday Night Live. Yeah. And they go, ooh, like they're trying to go into the past. And
but
shit.
if that did happen. If that did happen, right? You're saying like a good purple belt, he was catching cut. I would say, man, that
I'm saying if it happened, and only because we're talking about either, Gus or John or something like that, but it does happen.
It does happen.
It does happen. And this is why I'm like, if you see your instructor getting caught regularly, do you look at them differently? And if you are that instructor getting caught, what's going through your mind? Are you going, oh shit, I gotta like crank it up? Like, cause now if you're that guy, like, do you abandon the whole idea of slow is smooth, smooth is fast, stay at that 70%, or do you just start going balls to wall just so you don't get caught?
No, I don't think you should do that.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's use ourselves as these instructors, right? If you had a guy who just started to catch you, right? But he's a purple belt. He's 2 belts below you.
Okay.
He's been training half as much time as you, but he's kind of just got your number. What do you do? What do you do? Or what do you feel like? Can your ego handle it, or is your ego in check enough?
Yeah, for me personally,
Yeah.
I wouldn't care. For me personally,
Okay.
it wouldn't bother me. It depends. I mean, we have a guy that catches me. We have the person that you described.
All right.
He doesn't catch me all the time, but he
Right.
can catch me. You know, we go back and forth a little bit, but he can definitely catch me. Not a big deal, bro. It's like I showed him a lot of stuff. He shows me stuff. We kind of work off each other. I think it's good. It means that he's getting really good.
Right. Which goes
You know,
to our shit, right?
but I'm not going to go 100% when I roll with him just because, I don't want him to try to catch me now. So I'm going to crank it up 100%. We just keep it at a modest pace. And if our modest pace is 7 out of 10,
Right.
and he ends up catching me, so be it.
Okay.
That's just what it is.
So now, as an instructor, though, do you see an effect on your other students when they see that? Like, do you think, damn, what are they thinking about? Like,
No, I don't personally see that.
okay,
I don't personally. Now, I think that would be an issue if there was like a lot of people started submitting me or something like that. Would be weird. Like, what's happening with Rod, dude? What's going on? Like,
okay,
this guy got
okay.
him. This guy got him. There's always your outliers that are going to be really good.
Gotcha.
That's fine. But
but
those
if
same,
all of a sudden you had a whole batch of purple belts,
yeah,
like just taking you out,
that would be weird. Yeah, that would be weird. So yeah, until that happens, then no.
But okay, so
And it, like you said,
I guess it
we're
has to
training
happen
though.
at some point,
We're
though,
training
because
though.
if you, as you get older, that's Father Time is undefeated, right? So as you get older, do you start to just say, "Damn, I just got to move away from it so that doesn't happen," or do you? Well, I guess.
Well, I'm already doing that now.
You
I'm
just
doing
don't-
that
I
now
guess
by just modulating the roll.
I was about to say you kind of just
Yeah.
won't roll as much when it comes down.
I mean,
to it.
I'm significantly older than the person that we're talking about. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm not gonna try to go in there and go 100%. Like I might get injured, probably not. But it's just why?
Okay.
Like
okay.
what's in it for me really?
Nothing.
Other than ego. You didn't get me, bro.
Right.
Right.
And
cares?
it also
I'm
kind
not
of
competing
goes
with him.
it goes to our point that you can't win at training, right?
You can't win at training.
Right. It's not like you're in a competition. Damn.
Because in training, we were even talking about even in the gi. Let's say you're rolling with the guy in the gi, right?
Okay.
The guy grabs gets his little grips on you.
Right.
You're like, okay, cool. And let's say he wraps you up. You're like, holy crap, he got me.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's just say you were actually competing. What are you really gonna do?
Right.
As soon as
I'm
that
gonna grip
grip
fight,
gets to
I'm
that,
gonna
as soon
go
as you're like,
crazy.
boom, you're just ripping it off, right?
Right.
But
If
how do you
it's-
train like that? How do you practice like that with ripping grips on? You have to let the guy get the grips on you a little bit to let the roll evolve. That's why it's called training.
And if you wanted your fingers to survive, you can't
It's-
grip fight like that all the
Yeah,
time.
you can't that's why training is training, right? Like I said, the guy we roll, we let each other get a little position.
Okay.
We work out of it, and maybe in the course of that, I don't get out. Maybe in the course of it, he doesn't get out. It doesn't matter. We're training. A true match is like you're not giving up any position whatsoever. That's what competition is,
Right.
And I'm not
You're going in for
I'm
the
not
kill.
into that. Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if I was, it would be against somebody like my own age. It would be a
Also
better,
true. Right.
a better fit for me. Would
The
be like,
disparities would be
Yeah.
different. That's for sure.
yeah.
So, okay. So that's great. And now with other people though, right? See, because now this is you coming at it from your perspective as a much more mature
Yeah.
black belt. And I don't mean mature because you're age. I'm saying mature is just that you just got a lot more time
Yeah.
on the mat. You have experience. You got years and years and years of jiu-jitsu. So you kind of you get that. You
Yeah.
get what you're saying and it makes sense. But what about these new guys? Like, what do you think is going through their mind? Because let's say you got these white belts, right? And they're like, oh shit, coach is the shit. Like nobody in the world can beat him because I've seen him just do all this stuff. And I see how easily he handles me and blah, blah, blah. But then they start building up this idea of who you are or
Oh, I
what
see
a
what you're
black
saying.
belt is, but then they start seeing, like I said, this younger purple belt
Yeah,
like start catching you.
I see where you're going.
Or let's even say it's not your instructor, right? Let's say as the instructor, you're that guy. And everybody goes, oh shit, legit. But then you got 7, 8 other black belts in your school. And just like any other belt, there's a sliding scale of how good or bad these guys are. But if these lower belts are seeing black belt, they start assuming, oh, they're all gotta be good, right? But then they might see this one blue belt, purple belt, brown belt who eats like 2 or 3 of these black belts lunch every single time without question. These guys just can't handle them.
I think that would be more like you'd probably see that more in a school where you had that old school mentality where like the coach is like no one ever taps them, and then they're not kind of working with you. They are ripping grips. They're doing all that. They're fighting 100% to not get tapped.
Okay.
They're not fighting you 100% because they probably don't need to. But if
True.
you crank it up, they're not going to let you tap them, right? Because now you have this image of this guy who's not getting tapped. See, people don't have that image of me because I don't roll like that. Like if you tap me, I'm like, cool. Let's go. Reset, tap me. I don't have that. So it wouldn't be a big deal to say that, oh, I got rod. Like, well, a lot of people get rod, It's a big deal. It's training.
I'm like that too.
You're kind of like that too. Like
I'm
no one's going to.
I'm 100%.
Yeah, no one's going to
like
brag,
that,
oh, I got
dude.
Harold. Like, yeah, well, we're just training, dude. I guess I don't take it that seriously to where.
See, now are we wrong for that?
No, I think it creates a better school, especially too. Why would I do that with my own students?
Okay.
Like, my job is to build the guys up and make them better, not to like just, put myself at risk for not getting submitted just so I could say, I'm better than you, bro.
All right, let's put this out to
silly.
the people, right?
I'm not going to give it to you.
No,
You're
I'm
going to
not
have to work.
gonna
And
get
this,
it. Right.
That's
Yeah.
why you'll see when I'm working with guys, sometimes I'll be like, dude, you're getting better, man, because like I kind of had to work to get you on that one. They
Right.
could tell,
So, all you out there in TV land, if you're rolling, you're doing your thing, you're going to your school, what are your thoughts on if you start seeing some of your upper belts getting caught? Like, does it change how you view them? What if you're a blue belt and you consistently, easily get this brown belt in your school, right? Like, do you look at that brown belt and go, well, shit, I get him every time without fail. How come he outranks me?
Well, that does happen though.
It does.
That
That's
could
what I'm
be
saying.
a legitimate concern right there.
So, but what are your guys' thought on that? Like, if you're the one from either side, if you're the brown belt who's always getting caught, or if you're the blue belt who's catching brown belts left and right, what do you think about that situation? What do you think about that other belt?
That's kind of a different conversation though, because you're taking one guy to where he's a brown belt or black belt and he's getting submitted by a variety of different people in his class. There's an issue with that guy, with that one belt.
Okay.
Right? But if it's just one particular blue belt or purple belt that's getting that brown belt or black belt, then the issue is that purple belt's really good.
Right.
Right? So I don't think anyone would look at the black belt and think there's anything wrong with them. But yeah, if everybody starts submitting them, I would look at it and say, what's going on? There's there's something that needs to be fixed here. Like,
Gotcha.
why is he getting caught? Because really, why should he be getting caught all the time?
By
A black
everybody
belt
who's a
shouldn't
blue
be
belt.
getting caught all the time by colored belts.
Gotcha.
Unless there's some, maybe
Right,
you're a
some
black.
medical, something he's out of shape, something
let's say-
broke, something. Yeah.
I go to AOJ or something like that, right? Everybody there is like 22-year-old blue belts, been training for like 8 years already.
Right.
Yeah, okay,
They're
that's
all
different.
Phenomenal.
I'm just talking your average school.
Okay.
You should be able to hold your own.
Yes, that's true. The belts, they should mean enough that you can kind of see a division in skill sets, right? There's always outliers.
There's always outliers, but the belt should give you a general reflection of the guy's, I guess, talent on the mat.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right. Now, Rod,
What do you got?
I know something that I did not do. I think I need to do it.
What you got?
I need to tell you guys, make sure you like, share, and
Yeah.
subscribe. I'm like, we've been talking for a while already, and I forgot to mention that. And if you haven't done so, jump on, go to our Facebook, Open Mat Chronicles on Facebook. Freaking like us there too. Get into the conversation. We've been talking on there a lot, so it's just another way to communicate, share some ideas. Because look, if you guys get on here and you start flooding us with some stuff, say, hey, you guys should talk about this. Hey, you guys should talk about that. Hey, you guys should have me on in a Zoom call or something like that because I'm so cool. Let us know, and maybe we can hook something up, right? We'll keep the people entertained. We got to keep the peoples entertained, right?
Peoples.
Okay, so that was one of my biggest concerns here when I brought this whole thing up, right? It's just like, damn.
So you're thinking that the students would look at that guy like, oh, he's
right,
something's wrong with him?
Yeah, because I know we
I don't
always say
think so.
check your ego at the door, and I think we've done a very good job of that. Like
Yeah.
look, there's some guys in our school who just got my number, right? I will say they're pretty much all black belts, but they got my number, right? You know, I'm just like, shit, dude. I get in there, slap hands, and I'm like, I'm gonna try to survive this, but then, so do you think even if they see me get wrecked repeatedly, even though it's another black belt, does that change some of the students' perspective? They go, well, he's the main instructor, but then these other black belts who aren't even doing instruction are catching them. They folded them up like laundry.
Man, I mean, I can't speak for what other people, are thinking.
For sure.
Because that is so far removed from my thoughts that I wouldn't even think of that.
You're
So
out of it. You're already so far past
I don't.
that. Yeah.
I mean, so I don't know what I base this on because I'm saying I don't think they think that, but like that's just based on my feelings.
Wrong, right.
They could be totally thinking that. I don't know.
So
but,
you guys have to tell us.
Yeah.
Like if you're a white, blue, even purple, right? White, blue, purple belt. Tell us about, what do you think? Like, so that's because that's the second scenario, right? If now you've got your instructor, but several other black belts, and maybe your instructor is like the middle of the road compared to all these other black belts, do you look at that instructor differently and go, is he really that good?
I still don't think they do. And here's the evidence I have. Okay, because it still depends on what their view of you is ultimately, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're the guy, let's say you rolled like 100% every roll and you were like going at it, that's your personality.
Right.
Then they might say legitimately like, dude, that guy got Schaefer, dude. He got him good. Right. But they look at you, they're like, dude, Schaefer rolls like 70%. He's chill, dude. Like when I roll, I go like 70%. Like I'll have little moments of cranking up a little bit, but for the most part, I'm going pretty chill. So why would it? I don't think they're looking at me in that light. Like I'm the guy who's like, I refuse to get tapped. That's just not my personality.
So
really.
they're not looking towards us to be like, oh, these are the guys. These are like mat enforcers.
I'm not that guy. Yeah.
But we do still teach a damn good class.
Yes.
So I guess they'll get that out of it too. Oh man.
I mean, at some point, like, how long are you gonna be that guy for? Like, if you are that guy and you're a black belt and you're that guy, man, I'm sorry, dude. You have a rude awakening.
At some point in time.
Like, you're not gonna be that guy forever.
You're gonna hit the wall.
You're trying to stave off Father Time. Like, come on, dude.
Father Time always sinks into hooks.
Well, like you're forced to not be like that. I used to have an ego and want to like not submit, and not get caught and, find out everything. But I mean, that's what getting older does. It's like, I'm not going to risk getting injured now to, prevent a submission. So the safest way is to just
tap,
roll it like 70%, enjoy the sport. You have some guys and you trust, like the purple belt I roll with. He's a great roll. He's not going to get injured with him, and we can still crank it up a little bit here and there. And that's fun, right?
For sure.
But,
for sure.
Yeah, you don't want to go down that path because that's going to be a lonely path of you trying to just stay in your youth.
Trying to stay like, you're trying to never grow old. You're trying to freaking Peter Pan that shit.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. Damn.
You might as well throw your little disco clothes on, go to the club, think you're still young.
get your
I still got it.
And your shiny shirt.
Yeah, I still got it.
All right.
Right. So in other words, here's what I'm trying to say. I have accepted that. I have capitulated. I have understood that Father Time is got his little hooks in, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go out on my terms, right? I don't want to go out being the guy like I'm trying so hard, and then I start getting caught. So maybe it's safer for me to I'm just gonna roll chill.
Okay.
It's protecting me a little bit, right? Physically, for sure. For sure, it's protecting me physically.
It lets you go longer.
It lets you enjoy the sport longer.
Yeah, that's true.
It might even be protecting me emotionally a little bit, right?
Yes.
It's like, I'm just chilling, dude.
Yeah, because you know what?
I'm not going 100%.
because that could mess with your head.
It can mess with your head.
If you always had this expectation of yourself of, I gotta win, I gotta be on top, even though we're just practicing, I gotta be king of practice. And then all of a sudden, if you're not that anymore, you're right. That could fuck with your head.
Look, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret too.
All right.
Being really good at jiu-jitsu is not necessarily you getting the most submissions and you submitting the most people. I've seen black belts that get kind of submitted a lot, but they're still really good black belts in my opinion.
Okay.
And they perform like a black belt. They're on the mats like for 45 minutes straight, doing like 8 or 9 rolls, rolling with guys, 250 pounds to, 150 pounds. They don't care.
Right.
That's a black belt mentality. I've seen that with these guys, and you might go with them and you might catch them. Doesn't matter. We slap hands or we laugh it off and we keep going again. You know why? Because you're just training. That's a true, way to train in the school. And I think that's the new style of jiu-jitsu. In the old days, it was like, oh, you ain't going to get me. Like, you don't learn then. You're in fight or flight mode.
So, Rod, the young people would say right now that I let you cook because that was good, man. That was legit. Like, you were spitting some real knowledge there. Dude.
That's some wisdom, man.
That's some fucking...
Hey, man, this ain't gray. This is wisdom.
Hell yeah. No, that's solid, dude. That is very, very good advice. Like,
facts.
Yeah, you were spitting, right? Yeah. You fucking spitting.
Every now and then I do. But you do learn better, right? Because you keep out of that fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
You might get some more wins, but it'll be the cost of your own personal development.
If you're always redlining yourself and you, like you said, that fight or flight, that's a stress response. That's popping cortisol all through your body.
Yeah,
that's tearing you up, dude. That's like, yeah. You're supposed to relax when you do jiu-jitsu.
It should be chill.
That was my whole thing. The gentle art for jiu-jitsu is supposed to be, I'm supposed to flow. I'm not supposed to be like, oh shit, like, I'm tense. I'm freaking, my heart's racing because I got to do this. You're supposed to get into a flow state.
Flow state, man. That's fun.
Yeah, you should be really calm doing your jiu-jitsu.
That's why I hate rolling with white belts sometimes because it's hard.
Well, they're not there.
It's hard to get in the flow state when they're so high up. Like, you could get in your flow state if you're here and maybe they're here. You can manage it. But if they're like way up here,
you can't just flow.
I can't adjust that much.
I can't just chill.
It's too much.
It's
not a fun roll. It's just like I gotta just stay sticky on
right? Them. It's like I gotta concentrate fully on not getting hurt and not hurting this guy versus, hey, let's see if I can hit that move that I was practicing. Let's see if I can do this.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta go to your fucking best. Like you gotta go to these are my tried and true moves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna only do this because if I do anything else, I might leave something dangling and this guy's gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
Damn.
And when you're flowing, you can still get caught too. But it's just like, oh man, how'd that happen? I'm just like, I ain't up here. It's the coolest thing.
You get caught, but you don't think I'm gonna get caught and hurt.
Yeah.
It's like you're like, oh shit, okay, tap. You got
speed is your enemy in jiu-jitsu.
It can be, man.
That's gonna be the worst.
You're right. Like somebody, like if you have to slap a move on so fast, that's the only way that you can avoid them getting away from it.
Yeah.
Then you never had control enough to actually do it.
That's no good jiu-jitsu.
No good jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Damn.
It just leads to injuries and stuff.
All right. So I think what you're saying made perfect sense, Rod. I really do. I can't argue against it, man. I'm just interested now in hearing what some other people have to say. Like, I want to know, and I really hope you guys will share this because, like, I wish I could just fucking have everybody's phone number and just call and say, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? But here's your chance, right? Tell me what your thoughts on, like, how do you process what we've talked about here? Like, are you looking at these black belts and going, I don't know if I respect this one as much as this one because he gets caught? Or do you see him and go, nah, man, every one of these guys had something to teach me. And even in their losses, I see something. I understand that they've got a skill set. Maybe they just didn't apply it like to the best of their ability in that role. Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Especially your own
I'm
students.
with you as far as I don't judge somebody. Like if you got a black belt and I can see that you know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah. I could see people that didn't know you, maybe from another school or something like that. Maybe they won't know because they just see a black belt, right? They just, there's a black belt. They don't know.
Yeah, because
like in your mind, you're still like you're just approaching the role 70%, but they don't really know.
Yeah.
Right? They don't know your style. They don't know anything about you. You're just a body wearing a black belt.
That's true.
and you're representing like this.
Right. All black belts.
Yeah.
It's like, no, dude. Somebody was saying earlier this morning, like in the open mat, and they were talking about, they were like, man, they're like, they're like, there's so many types of black belts out there. And it's like, and it's a wide range
Yeah.
of who gets that black belt, And I don't think they're sandbagging. I don't think that they've been promoted wrongly. It's a big pool of people, man.
Yeah, it is.
And that's where it keeps coming back to, how are you compared to where you used to be? And in a huge pool of similar belts, are you somewhere in the middle?
You should be in the pack somewhere.
You should be in the pack, right?
Yeah.
And of course, like I said, because then you have the outliers and you have the guy at the very bottom. Somebody on this planet is the worst black belt.
Yeah, that sucks. But look at you.
And somebody is the best black belt.
I mean, you made a good point, because think of this. Let's just say you take somebody. Let's take really old guys. Like, let's say you had some 70-year-old black belts. You had a pool of those 70-year-old black belts. Let's say you had 100 of them.
Ryan Hassett just got promoted to black belt, and he's like 72. He just got his black belt.
Gosh. Okay, let's take that guy. We're not that guy specifically, but just take
a
pool of 100 black belts who are old, like in their 70s.
Okay.
In that pack, you're going to have a blue belts. They're probably going to maul a lot of those guys.
Probably
That's average.
Most of them.
Most of them will.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Right. But amongst his peer, though.
But they're still black belts.
They're still black belts. And in his group, he might be in the middle of the pack of his little group. Right. But if you compare them to all black belts, they'd be at the lower spectrum of the black belts, just because due to the age of the body and the fatigue and all that.
It's a consistently and constantly moving target.
It's a moving target.
It'll never just be. So even if you are the worst black belt, you're probably not going to always be the worst black belt.
You won't be. Somebody's going to be worse than you.
It's going to age out. You're going to shift up and down just over time, because now the guy who's too old,
or you're going to die, and then you
or you'll just die, and then you don't have to be the worst black belt anymore. Then the guy right
below you, he gets the title by default.
There is a politician that said some shit like that. He's like, I'm not saying you're the dumbest person in the world, but you better hope the dumbest person in the world doesn't die. Okay. So that's pretty much like, I'm not saying you're the worst black belt in the world, but if the worst one dies, you get the title, homie. So yeah, I guess that would suck too. I'm happy just being in the middle. Damn.
But most people are in the middle. Most people are in the middle. If you really take, I know there's outliers. Those guys are good, tough, yada yada. But most people are just average. That's why the word is average, right?
So
most people are outliers.
I'll put myself out there on the chopping block. This could go real badly. So what do you guys think about that with me, right? I can safely say I'm somewhere in the middle of the pack. Like, by no means am I even close to the best black belt in the world. I like to believe that by no means am I close to the worst black belt in the world. Yeah. But if I'm just that middle of the road guy, what are your thoughts about me on that? Like, what do you guys see when you go, he's all right. He's fucking all right.
Are you really asking this?
I'm really asking this, man. I'll put it out there. I'm like, what do you think? Because we've got a shitload of experience, right? We've seen and done a lot of things in jiu-jitsu, but we're middle of the road. Right?
But it's our relative, though. Like, who are you? Okay, what's the standard you're using to compare
all black
against?
I guess.
Is it Kit Dale? Is it
It's Kit Dale. It's BJ
Greg Jones.
Penn.
Like, what's your standard?
It's Hickson Gracie. It's freaking Joe Blow, the accountant who got his black belt. It's the old guy who's been training for 40 years.
Okay, if you mix it all up, you're probably in the middle of the pack.
Right.
Which is where most people are, in the middle of the pack. But the curve gets messed up because you got a lot of really good guys now. So
right. As a
like
bell
if you remove all those Craig Jones and Gordon Ryan, all those high level, then you could be at the upper end of the pack.
Then I start moving up.
You move up, but you do have those guys.
But if you move all the bad guys, I start moving down.
That's true.
Just what do you guys think about your average Joe black belts? Because that's probably what you're going to meet most of the time. You're going to be dealing with your average Joe black belts. And here's a little freaking secret. You're probably going to become an average Joe black belt.
But average Joe black belt's pretty freaking good.
I think so.
They're still good, man.
I think so. Yeah.
Right.
I totally think so.
And you got to remember too, the average purple belt is pretty good.
Yeah.
But he's not beating the average black belt, right? That's why they have a division in the ranks.
See, you're right. The average Joe purple belt isn't beaten. If you just take the average of everybody, the belts clearly
The belts is pretty accurate.
They
It's
show
pretty
you
accurate.
the difference.
Yeah.
There you go. I think I talked enough until we came to that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. If
Yeah.
you take the average of all the belts actually very
They're
clearly
pretty accurate.
and distinctly represent
Pretty
what
much.
you can do in jiu-jitsu.
Pretty much.
Hell yeah. I knew we would come around to it,
Yeah.
Rod. I knew we were going somewhere with this shit. Damn. All right, everybody.
That's why it's cool when you meet your doppelganger.
It is.
Then you can have something that's
You gotta
better to
try 'em,
compare
right?
it to. Yeah.
If a mirror version of you shows up to your freaking open mat or your class or whatever, you need to roll. Like, it's the perfect time, man. It's like
I'll give you an example. Okay, so with the purple belt we're talking about.
yeah,
Okay, I don't want to keep shouting him out.
it's cool.
I don't want to get his head too big.
But
But
he's too humble. It wouldn't
I've
happen.
had purple belts that have come in that were older,
Uh-huh.
and I'm talking about not even my age, but like in their mid 50s,
Yeah.
and these were they competed all the time, bro. Mauled them. It wasn't even. It was it wasn't even close, dude. I'm like, dude, your mobility is so bad. I can just, you're moving like old man, dude. And I'm just saying, for the most part, it's just a difference. It's a difference.
Man, it is.
Right?
Damn. Jiu-jitsu's
So that would be a better comparison, right? Because you'd have to take, how would a purple belt my age do against me? He's gonna get beat. He's gonna get beat down, dude.
Yeah,
More than
right.
likely, he's gonna get beat up
Yeah.
badly. And now I would not make that bold of a statement against all purple belts, but I would be very confident to say, hey man, if you got a 62-year-old purple belt coming in at me, he's probably gonna get beat up. More than likely,
I like that.
he might be an outlier, but probably not. I'm going with me any day on that one.
I like everything you said.
Right. So you gotta. I'm trying to keep the scales, more balanced.
I think you balanced the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I tell you, Rod, you were on fire
But
today, dude.
hey man, we might have some 62-year-old pro belt roll. What's up?
We might.
1865. Where you at?
Yeah. If you're a 63-year-old,
Hey man,
purple
I would
belt,
love it. Bring it, dude, because
Come
that would
on
be kind of
through.
cool, actually, right?
That would be cool.
We did have that one. Oh yeah, we had. Bro, I seen him though. I seen him come in. We've had a lot of them, not
Yeah.
old, but in their 50s,
Right.
and they get beat up. No, it's not that. It's just they're just not moving as well. They're
I know
moving
what you
like
mean.
50-something, late 50-year-old men,
So
right?
so here's the part that I think you sometimes fail to remember. You're the outlier.
Well, here's the thing too, though. I wouldn't say that about black belts.
Correct.
Because
Not
black belt's
belts as a
different.
whole.
There's a lot of black belts who are my. They're gonna be good, dude.
I'll say outlier in your age group.
Oh yeah.
In your age group, you're the outlier.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But see, black belt, it changes, like I said, because you're talking, it could be like Gus.
See,
Right, Gus been training for
because
30 years. Yeah.
A 64-year-old black belt could have been
That's
training
different.
for 30 years. Yes.
That's different.
Very
But
good
I'm
point.
saying a purple belt, that's completely different on that side.
Then
Because
he's
he's been
got
training,
10
he
years
probably
at
started
best.
at what, 40 something?
Right. So he's got like 10
Now
years
he's
in
just,
at
yeah,
best,
yeah.
right.
Dude,
Okay.
he's gonna get mauled.
Damn.
He's not, just by his age, he won't be able to train the amount needed to be competitive
close the
against me.
gap.
He won't really, unless he's a super outlier. He's on freaking juice and everything. I guess that's possible.
Of course.
But it's going to be
But
very
again,
rare.
then you're not dealing with your average.
Then you're not an average guy. Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's not natty. I'm natty.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right.
I should bust out some TRT though. Maybe I will.
Hey man, fucking handle your biz.
I gotta get a little older.
Then you're really going to be.
I'll
a
wait till I
freaking
get
outlier.
like 70, then I'll bust out some TRT.
So 70-year-old Rod's going to be like 45-year-old everybody else.
Still
Hell
natty.
yeah. All right. Well, everybody, that's our show, man. That's what I'm thinking. That's what we talked about. And I hope it made you think. Like, if it did make you think, hopefully it'll make you comment too, because I'm very interested in your guys' perspective on this. And I'd like to talk to you about it. So 1865 Rod, I think you've given them some really solid points to think about if they do decide to start commenting. So
Yeah.
hell damn yeah, dude.
As always, regardless of your age, what do we say? Just keep training.
Keep training,
Keep training,
baby.
man. Seriously, as long as you get in there, keep training.
Us.
Us.